Welcome to a Stoic Mindset Wisdom. For the chaos of the modern world, this isn't just another motivational video. It's a roadmap for every man and woman who's tired of being emotionally manipulated, distracted by noise, or caught in cycles of self-sabotage. Through the lens of Stoicism, we will uncover ancient secrets to discipline, emotional control, and mental clarity, turning your life from reactive chaos to powerful stillness. But beware, this isn't for the faint-hearted. It's for those ready to reclaim their mind, break free from their inner chains, and walk the quiet path of unshakable strength. Stay with me until the end, because by then, you won't just understand Stoicism, you'll embody it. Introduction. Setting the tone and stakes. In a world addicted to speed and noise, silence has become a rebellion. In a culture that rewards instant pleasure, discipline is a lost art. And in lives ruled by emotion, self-mastery is the rarest of powers. This is where Stoicism becomes more than a philosophy. It becomes survival. The battlefield, your mind. The enemy, your impulses. The weapon, stillness. Section 1. The role of discipline in Stoicism. Discipline is not punishment. It's a quiet form of love for who you could become if you stopped giving in to everything that feels good in the moment. The Stoics knew this. For them, discipline was the invisible scaffold that held their philosophy together. Without it, Stoicism collapses into empty theory. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and a man who could have chosen luxury and ease, wrote to himself daily not because he needed to, but because he must. His meditations weren't meant for others. They were reminders, anchors, shields against his own human weaknesses. Each morning, he would rise before the sun and remind himself, "Today, I will meet people who are meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, and still I will not be dragged down by them." He trained his mind not for comfort, but for combat. The combat of self. Discipline for the Stoics wasn't about rigidity. It was about alignment. Aligning your actions with virtue, even when no one's watching, especially then. In a world full of temptations, from fast food to fast dopamine, from the comfort of the bed to the scroll of endless content, real strength lies not in indulgence, but in resistance. Seneca, one of the wealthiest and most influential men in ancient Rome, practiced voluntary discomfort. He would sleep on hard floors, eat the simplest meals, wear the roughest clothing not because he lacked luxury, but because he didn't want to be ruled by it. He knew that the less you need, the more power you hold. Now, ask yourself this. Are you leading your life, or are you being led by cravings, distractions, and mood swings? Every time you choose to get up early, to train your body, to read instead of scroll, to speak calmly instead of lash out, you are winning a silent battle. And those silent battles are the ones that build empires. Not empires of land or followers, but empires of the self. Epictetus, born a slave, understood this better than anyone. He had no riches, no comfort, no title. Yet he possessed something far greater, an unshakable will. He taught that no one can control you if you control yourself. Not fate, not fear, not failure. This is where modern man fails. He seeks motivation when what he needs is discipline. Motivation fades, discipline remains. When your alarm rings, you don't negotiate, you rise. When you're insulted, you don't react, you observe. When you're tempted, you don't give in, you reflect. Discipline is not suppression. It's channeling your energy where it matters most. It's building a life of intention instead of chaos. So the next time you feel resistance, the urge to procrastinate, to explode in anger, to reach for comfort, see it as your opportunity. Because every act of discipline is a declaration of who you truly are. Remember this, comfort is a slow death. Discipline is painful, but it is the pain of rebirth. And if you're still watching, it means you're ready. Ready to stop reacting. Ready to start reigning over your own life. Ready to become what the Stoics knew was the rarest kind of man, the one who masters himself. Section 2. Control versus surrender. Knowing what is yours to rule and what you must release. There's a kind of suffering that most people carry every day. It's invisible. It doesn't scream, but it lingers. It's the suffering that comes from trying to control what you never had power over in the first place. How someone feels about you, whether a relationship lasts, whether your effort gets the reward you think it deserves, whether the world treats you fairly. This is the invisible war we fight, clinging to things we can't control while abandoning the very things we can. The Stoics knew that freedom isn't found in dominance over others, it's found in sovereignty over yourself. Epictetus put it plainly, some things are up to us and some things are not. That sentence alone has the power to shatter illusions and build a new reality. Picture this. Two people are stuck in traffic. One is pounding the steering wheel, yelling, swearing at the red lights as if rage will turn them green. The other sits quietly, listening to an audiobook, aware that while they can't move the cars, they can choose how to use the moment. The traffic is the same, the experience is not. That's Stoicism. It's the realization that your emotions are not puppets of the world unless you hand the strings to everything outside of you. We live in a time where control is an illusion sold daily. Algorithms tell you what to care about. Opinions flood your feed. One post can ruin your mood. One text can dictate your day. And yet, there's power in stepping back and asking, is this within my control? If the answer is no, give it your energy. If the answer is yes, why delay acting on it? Marcus Aurelius ruled over an empire, but he couldn't control betrayal. He couldn't control fate. He couldn't even control his own health. But he never tried to. He focused instead on what kind of emperor he chose to be, what kind of man he chose to remain even in chaos. That's the essence of inner power, being unmoved by things that move the world. This is where so many men fail today. They try to force relationships. They obsess over being liked. They spiral over outcomes. But the Stoic man of unshakable presence lets go of control, not out of weakness, but because he understands where his true power lies. So how do you start living this? Begin with ruthless honesty. In every moment of anxiety or anger, ask, am I reacting to something I can control or something I can't? If you're stressing over someone's opinion, their behavior, their approval, you're trapped. But if you shift your focus inward, your effort, your patience, your response, you step into liberation. It's not easy. Your ego will scream. It wants revenge. It wants validation. It wants control. But let it scream and don't obey. Because the more you release the need to control outcomes, the more power you reclaim over your own state of being. And that's what Stoicism teaches us. Let go of the storm outside. Rule the stillness within. This is how you stop living as a victim of your circumstances. This is how you become the master of your mind. Section 3. Delayed gratification and the path to self-mastery. In a world addicted to the now, the man who waits becomes a rare and dangerous force. Everything today is instant. Fast food, fast likes, fast love. But speed breeds weakness. The inability to delay gratification is the disease of modern existence, and it's killing our focus, our health, our ambitions. What is delayed gratification? It's the quiet decision to trade what you want now for what you want most. It's turning away from the sugar-coated lie of comfort and walking into the fire of long-term purpose. The Stoics didn't chase pleasure. They trained against it. They understood that a man ruled by his cravings is no different than a leaf in the wind he moves, but never decides his direction. Seneca, a man with access to the finest luxuries Rome could offer, often chose discomfort. He would sleep on the floor, eat coarse bread, wear rough garments. Why? Not to suffer, but to prepare. He knew that luxury is a prison disguised as paradise, and that strength comes not from what you have, but from what you can live without. Today, self-mastery begins with these small decisions. Choosing the gym over the couch. Choosing study over scrolling. Choosing silence over shouting. Each time you resist the easy thing, you chip away at the weakness that wants to rule you. You become sharper, more focused, more dangerous in the best way. But this isn't just theory. The marshmallow experiment proved it. Children who waited for 2 marshmallows instead of taking 1 immediately had better life outcomes. Why? Because discipline and delay is the seed of greatness. Now ask yourself, where are you giving in too quickly? Where are you choosing relief over growth? Where are you killing your future with the comfort of now? Delayed gratification doesn't mean you suffer needlessly, it means you suffer purposefully. You make your discomfort work for you. That's why Marcus Aurelius, emperor of the world, trained his mind daily. He knew that self-rule starts with self-denial. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This is the foundation of self-mastery. It's not about starving. It's about choosing. It's about building a will so strong that no craving can command it. Because when you delay gratification, you do something radical. You prioritize your future self. And that self, he's stronger, clearer, free. Section 4, Stoic Habits. The daily rituals that forge inner power. Your habits are not